Ever thought about working abroad? Well, Finland should definitely be on your radar. In this explainer, we're going to break down why 2025 is shaping up to be a massive year for opportunities there, from brand new worker protections to the exact jobs they're looking to fill. First up, let's just look at the sheer scale of this. We're not talking about a few jobs here and there. Finland has more than 150,000 positions opening up for foreign workers every single year. This isn't just a small window of opportunity, it's a wide-open door. And let's be real, the money is a pretty big deal too. For high-skilled professionals, especially if you qualify for something like the EU Blue Card, we're talking a minimum monthly salary that starts north of 3,800 euros. I mean, that's a powerful reason all by itself to think about a move.
But beyond the career and the paycheck, there's the lifestyle. Finland is consistently, year after year, ranked as the happiest country on the planet. So you're not just landing a new job, you're stepping into an environment that's literally world famous for well-being.
All right, let's get into it. Here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with why Finland is such a land of opportunity. Then we'll dive into the brand new rules for 2025. After that, we'll demystify the whole visa process, pinpoint the jobs that are in super high demand, and then wrap it all up with a clear step-by-step guide to get you started. So, first things first, why all the buzz about Finland right now? Let's dig into what makes this moment the perfect time to consider it for your next career move. And just look at the range of these jobs. It's not just for one type of person. You can see these clear salary bands. You've got entry-level roles like cleaners pulling in around 2,000 euros a month, and then it climbs all the way up to specialists hitting that 3,000 euro mark, and even higher for blue card holders. It shows there's a real financial ladder to climb here. Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. Let's talk about the new rules that just kicked in from June 2025. And believe me, these are not small changes. They are major new protections designed specifically to help foreign workers. Honestly, this is a total game changer. It's a brand new safety net. Think about it. If you lose your job, you're not just kicked out of the country the next day. You now get a grace period, 3 months for most workers, and if you're a specialist who's been there for a couple of years, you get a full 6 months. That takes a huge amount of stress off your shoulders, you know? But, and this is super important, to get this protection, you have to do one thing. You absolutely must tell the authorities about your job loss within 14 days. That's the key. That's what triggers the visa extension and starts that job hunting clock. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the visa process. You might have heard people throwing around the term 5-year visa for Finland, but it's really important to know what that actually looks like in reality. And this timeline lays it out perfectly. See, it's not like you get a single 5-year visa right from the get-go. It's a journey. You start with a standard 1-year permit. Then, you apply for a 4-year continuous visa. And once you've hit that 5-year mark, that's when you can apply for permanent residency. It's a very clear, logical pathway. So, you might also hear people talking about a free visa. What does that mean? Well, it doesn't mean the government is just handing them out for nothing. What it really means is that for skilled workers in fields where they really need people, employers are often willing to sponsor you and cover the big costs. And that sponsorship can be a huge help. We're talking about employers paying for things like the work permit fees, your plane ticket over to Finland, and sometimes they'll even cover your first month's rent. That just completely lowers the financial hurdle to making the move. Now, for you professionals out there, Finland has 2 main fast-track options. You've got the specialist permit and the EU Blue Card. The great thing is they both have super fast processing times. We're talking like 10 to 20 business days. Really, the main thing that separates them is just the minimum salary you need to be making. Okay, so we've got the rules and the visas down. Now for the big question. Where are the jobs? Let's pinpoint the exact sectors that are practically begging for new talent. First up, no surprise here, the tech sector is just on fire. The government has confirmed there are over 18,000 open IT jobs alone. They are desperate for people in roles like software development, data analysis, and especially cybersecurity.
Healthcare is another area where they are in critical need of people. They're urgently looking for nurses and caregivers for both the elderly and for kids. And the pay is really solid, with average salaries falling somewhere between 40 and 55,000 euros a year.
But it's not just about tech and healthcare. The demand for skilled trades is massive. Think manufacturing and logistics. They have a ton of openings for welders, CNC operators, forklift drivers, you name it. So there are real opportunities for people with hands-on practical skills too. All right, let's bring it all home. We've talked about the why and the what.
Now let's talk about the how. Here's your practical, step-by-step guide to actually get the ball rolling on your application.
This 5-step process is basically your playbook. It all starts with getting your documents in order, a professional CV, formatted for international standards. From there, it's all about hitting the job boards daily. Think LinkedIn and the official Work in Finland site. Once you nail the interview and get that offer, your new employer will usually walk you through the online permit application. And the final step? Booking your appointment at the nearest Finnish embassy.
And one last pro tip for you, and this is a big one. Always ask about relocation support. A lot of companies offer it, but, they might not advertise it. So when you get that job offer, make it a point to ask what kind of help they provide for people moving from abroad. It can make a world of difference. So the big question is Finland your next chapter? When you look at it all, the new worker protections, the thousands of jobs in high-demand fields, and a clear, structured path to living long-term in the happiest country in the world, well, the opportunity has never been clearer.